This isn't a farm of wealth by any means whatsoever. I know there's farms out there with nice flooring and stables and things of that nature, but I was thinking yesterday evening when I was out here, this is probably fancier than that manger that the barn that our Christ was born in. Have you ever noticed how filthy an old barn can get, especially one that doesn't have a whole lot of structure to it? Old D.W. knocked this one down pretty hard back in the day before he went on to wherever he was going. But it's filthy, y'all. I mean, just old powdered dirt, stomped, and I guess if we had to sleep in it, we would stay out of the rain. But it kind of hit me, and I've never thought about this. I love the stuff that this old farm teaches me. But that night, no room in the inn, Joseph and Mary bedded down in that old barn, and Mary delivered the Son of God, laid him in a manger. He was born into the filth of an old barn. A little over 30 years later, he took that filth, if you would, and the sins of mankind, and born into the curse of Adam that we were, a spotless lamb. He took that filth to the cross, came back 3 days later, and washes us clean to this day. You know, I've thought about that over time. I heard someone talk about it. You know, when a child is born, we call it a miracle. Sad thing these days that we've perverted the use of some words. A miracle simply defined as something not natural. Divine intervention, supernatural. So I think we almost demean the birth of Christ by calling all the other births that we see a miracle. They're beautiful, but they're not miracles, not the birth of a normal child, simply because we can time it. We know what's going to happen. We know what causes it and the gestation period. We get it down to almost the hour, can't we? You ever thought about that? I've been studying on that. So the virgin birth of Jesus, now that was a miracle, wasn't it? Thought about that filth that he came in, and filth that he washed us from when he bled on that cross. Just a beautiful parallel for me. Pretty old day. It is. I was in there last night. I've got